Hey guys, my name is Rohit Singh and I welcome you all to my channel Developer Geeks. Well, you are currently in the playlist of C++ programming language. Well, this video we will talk about the basics of C++. The previous video was also about the basics, but we talked about the basic structure, the data types and many more. You can check that video out in the I button that is popping in your screen right now. Well, the objective of this video is to understand what are different kinds of operator, what is a constant, and what are different type of typecasting. Well, let's see what is an operator and what are different types of operators. Basically, an operator is a special symbol which is predefined by the compiler, which performs some particular operation. The operator acts on values or a variable. It is not necessarily important that there should be two variables, right? If I give an example like a plus b, right? So there are two variables, but in programming language there are many operators that you can see in the screen itself. Now let's see what are the operators in depth. The first one and the most popular one is an arithmetic operator. That is some mathematical operator like plus, minus, divide, modulus and multiplication. Basically, modulus means it gives you the remainder of two numbers. Then comes the relational operator. It gives you the relation between two variables or two values, that if it is less than or equal to or greater than or equal to. Then comes the logical operator. If you have studied logic gates in your previous academics, then you will understand the logical operator. Then comes the bitwise logic. Basically, in this there is something called as AND, OR, XOR and NOT. So this is bitwise operator which acts on one single bit, right? Then comes the increment and decrement operator. Within this there is something called as post increment and pre increment and post decrement and pre decrement, which basically means that in post decrement the decrement will happen after and it will change the value. We will understand every term in depth when we jump into the practical compiler. Then comes the assignment operator, which basically means that when you initialize a variable like int I is equal to a, int I is equal to 10, right? So the value of I will have the variable I will have the value 10, right? So this is called as the assignment. You assign the value, right? Then comes constant. Well, there are different type of constants. Constants are basically a value which does not change, right? There are different kinds of constants are also called as literals, right? Well, there is something called as integer literals, that if you give a number 1 2 3 4, so it won't change, right? Then comes floating point literals, which is similar to integer. Then comes something called as boolean literals, that is true or false. Then we will see character literals. If there's one character like capital A, small a, B, C, etc., and the forward slash t, which gives you a space of 4, which gives you a tab, and that forward slash n, which gives you a new line. So this is also considered as a character literal. Then we will see a string literal, that anything written in the double quote is a string literal. Then comes defining a constant. There is something called as hash defined preprocessor that we defined globally, which does not change its value anywhere in the program. And you also can use the keyword called const if you want to make a variable constant. Now we will see what are different types of typecasting. Basically, a typecast means to convert or the conversion of a data type from one to another. If I want to convert an integer to float data type, so that is called as a typecasting. Basically there are two types. One is an implicit typecast, another one is an explicit typecast. Implicit typecasting means automatic type conversion. Basically the compiler is involved in it. The compiler automatically converts the particular data type into the wanted data type, so you don't forcefully do it. Let's see an example. You can see this is a small piece of code. The x is an integer with a value 10 and y is a character with value a. The x is equal to x plus 1. What will happen if you add x plus y? The x is 10 and the y is a. There is something called as an ASCII value, that is American Standard Code of Information Interchange. The ASCII value of a is 97. The 97 will be added to the value of 10. This is done by compiler. What if we add 97 plus 10? The output would be 107. So the value of x would be 107. Then we can see there is an initialization of z, that is equal to x plus 1.0. Now what is the value of x? X is basically 107. What if we add 107 plus 1.0? The output will be 108.0. The reason is because the value of z is a float. That's the reason the value of z will be 108.0. And in the next line you can see there is a cout statement which tells x is equal to 107. Then the value of y would be a, right? Because the value of y is not changed. The value of y is a character, right? Then z is equal to 108. See, the output comes the same. Now we will see what is an explicit type conversion. Well, explicit type conversion is also called as user-defined type conversion, which we often call as a forceful casting. You forcefully change the type of the particular data type. You can see there is in this example, you can see the syntax, right? First there is a type in the bracket, then you will write the expression. Now let's see the example given here. The initialization is double x is equal to 1.2. So the value of x is 1.2. Then int sum is equal to int of x. So what will be the integer part of 1.2? That is nothing but 1. So what if we add 1 plus 1? 1 plus 1 is nothing but 2. So the answer the value of sum would be 2. In the cout statement, you will print sum is equal to sum. That is sum is equal to 2. Now let's see the output. Yes, the output comes as the sum is equal to 2. Well guys, that is from my side. If you find this video informative, do like, share and subscribe to our channel. The next video will be on the topic of control structures. We will see and venture different kinds of if-else statements, and we will see what is a switch case statement. So stay tuned till the next video. Thank you.